everybody. I know I'm no longer in vibrant visuals, blah 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 blah. If you're new here, I've been working on this beast. These are just to make sure that we can't, long story short, this is a, what do you call it? Hold up, I gotta think. Sorry for that cut there. I had to think. It's a falling sand display. So, what happens is when we tell it to, it will start falling, making these fall, making these go up. I'm not using any commands, which is why we need to make these go up. They'll then go up to here, where they get pushed over. If this spot is available, I need to put immovable blocks there. So that they don't fall off the edge. But if this spot is available, then they'll fill up there, and then it will like say, hey, I blah 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 blah, and this thing, just give me a second, this thing will pick up the falling sand block. We will unpower whatever the memory over here identifies it to be. We will unpower these pistons. Right now ordinarily they'd be powered, so that if we drop one down onto here, which is our system that says, hey, don't know why that's there, I think it's broken, oh boy, it says that just delivers it to the screen. Let's say this is driving along and it's magenta. Well, this thing would say, hey, it's magenta. All the magenta ones would unpower. Any gaps in there would be filled in. I think it's genius. Then we have removable blocks to make sure that when they are powered, they don't, push off the edge or anything stupid like that. Anyways, what we've been working on as of lately is a way to get this over to here, so it can go like that way and fill in everything over there. We're going to need to do something similar to all of this over on that side, so we can get it back over to here. So that's for if you're new here. But what I've done this week is I've moved the texting point from down here to over here instead, because what happens if it was one of these? Well, obviously it breaks, because this won't be able to detect anything. So it's no longer going to be that. Instead, it's going to be here. And then there's also a deep slate brick over here that will serve for the other side. So as this slides along, it hits here, it detects. Basically, what needs to happen is we need to push these, which I figured out was actually above the piston push limit of 12, which means that these guys couldn't push it, so I had to design something new, which is literally just this. So when they move forward, this thing pushes forward, so these guys can move forward, and then standard flying machine tech, I think. But then when these get observed, these pull back, recombobulate, these pull up, pull back down, recombobulate, pull up again. Once these are done pulling up, these will push out. So, and they have the observer on them, right here and here, that actually makes it so that it activates. So we don't have to do anything crazy to get it to activate. And it's a very similar story on this side, but instead of pulling it down, we pull it to the side, because, well, this, I was trying to make it look better. I failed on that task. Anyways, I just made it hard for me to navigate. Instead, this is actually carried over from the pulling down of this one, which means that we need to pull it sideways back. And then the next problem that I had was if we kept it out, same problem with this one. If we kept it out, it would actually snag with this. We can't have that. So we did pull it back, and then these would snag with it. So, oh crap. So I've actually managed. Okay, that is right. It just looks off because, yeah. Okay, so all of the pistons get pulled back before anything weird happens. We do need these to remain open so it can slide across so we can get to the other side. So as we do more and more, there's more and more problems with it. Full world download in the description on planetminecraft.org or on planetminecraft.net. But let's see it in action. So when I place this redstone block here, this whole thing gets pushed back. It then updates the observers, which then this one activates first. I know it's weird, but you know, whatever, deal with it. Of course. Why'd you break? I hate you. But we can see that this one's working properly. This one broke because of some dumb reason that's unknown at this point. But what was supposed to happen, I think I just need to tweak with the timings, but that'll be next week because I'm out of time this week. But we can see that if I just tweaked the timings ever so slightly, it would have worked. And then I do have the swapper for this thing up. So here's our pistons, so we know which is which. Okay, so if I believe it's, if we unpower this, oh wait, no, we need to keep this powered. Okay, if we unpower this, which retracts those pistons, that's an important part, then power these, which pulls them back, and then fires, oh no, this one got moved. It's always a problem with redstone, okay? Did the other one get moved? No, it just didn't fire. Oh wait, no it did. So they get pulled back and then pulled up, or pushed back and then, or pulled back and then pushed down. It kind of just depends, but that happens for both of them, so that when you repower it, they've swapped sides. You know, we need it to be right there. And then when you power this, it pushes them back out. And then eventually, all of that will power that. More technical difficulties. Hold up. Okay, I fixed the issue. One of them just got misaligned and didn't get pushed over before we pushed this back. Don't know how that happened. Again, that'll be for next week. The Planet Minecraft one is going to be slightly flawed, but at least you can look at that. But yeah, like I said, this redstone is getting too much to have vibrant visuals on, so I switched it down to fancy. So I'm sorry about that. I really like vibrant visuals too, but with lots of redstone and pistons and all that, it's just not a good idea. Oh, and because if we push this in under normal circumstances, okay, this would fire, and then it has a chance of, for some reason, splitting off like it does in Java. Oh, right. Because I don't think these swapped. I'm sorry. I was bothering. Anyways, because this one is extended while this one's trying to push back, it just leaves it like that, and then it messes everything up. So we're having to do a double piston extender to pull down or push up a piston that will block it, because extended pistons are considered immovable, which is the exact problem over here, but also the solution is weird. But eventually I'll get that hooked up, so if this hasn't tried to do it, once this tries to fire and release it, it will attempt to release it through that, and then, yes, this should be working now. You can see that it will send it off. So, we have, let's say, oh wait, that's one that won't exist, no, blue. And then we power this, and boop. It will get unpowered because it knows it's blue. And it falls in. And then there'll be sensors to detect progress across all the different colors. At the start of each color, I guess, there'll be a sensor. If you're wondering what that is, that's command macros. Vanilla thing now, apparently, because as Mojang said, yes. And it's an amazing feature, and I love it in every way. Anyways, right now, you still have to manually tune these to reverse the other way and head this way again. And yes, I am... Actually, I'm not going to be that mean. I'm not going to leave it like this. Boop. And... Boop. And boop. And boop. If you don't know why we need to do that, basically, in Java Edition, you can have two sticky pistons like this, and that will work a flying machine. On Bedrock Edition, it will go back one way. It'll take one step back, maybe 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. It's unpredictable and random, so if you need a random number generator, it's perfect for that. But on Bedrock, you need to do that, and that would go this direction because this one pushes, and then this one pulls, and yeah. So, in order to switch direction on Bedrock, you actually need a normal piston and a sticky piston on both sides, like so. These are the two that will be activated, and then we swap them out. So you might be wondering, why not just swap these? And that would be because it would mess the entire thing up. I don't know how to explain that one. So if you want to try it, go right ahead and you'll see why very quickly. But yeah, a lot of time went into building all of this. Just thinking about how to do this system. Let's just say that there's a reason why I haven't hooked it up to the main system yet, and that would be because I tried and but this system had to be designed. This and this are to decharge this faster, because this was actually firing twice. Basically, I had to extend the distance of this so that... Why did I have to do that again? For some reason. I forget the reason. It's been a while. So, I added 2 here. But then, this one would fire after this one, which is a huge problem. So, I had to add a whole lot of delay. Guess what that delay meant? Well, I had to add a whole lot of delay so it would take a long time to push out and then almost instantly retract, right? Guess what that meant? It would when we set it up for extending, it would still have a bit of charge about here. So we had to add these 2 to stop it from doing that. And now it works on some level. So if we power that, we can observe it. And we can see that one goes, that one goes. Okay. And then it actually does wait long enough. But you can see that it still has a little bit of charge. But it's not enough to where it will activate that, so I'm good with that. I think it was to do with... Oh, right. Okay, these were getting caught on this. So I had to extend the duration that it was up for to give these time to get out before this fell down. So I added that, but then like I just said. Anyways, I know this was... Oh, that's been 15 minutes? How is that 15 minutes? These videos always end with me losing track of time. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this one. That's going to be it from me. If you like this video, let YouTube know by hitting the like button. If you didn't, I'm going to say if you didn't, dislike it, because, you know, it helps me improve. But tell me why before you just go down there, dislike, and then bye. If you really liked it, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future Redstone videos. I do upload some other videos. There will be more videos today. I'm planning a really interesting disasters one that's going to be a real disaster, more so than the last one. Anyways, that's going to be it from me now. Bye.